Hi everyone. Today I have not just a success story, but I have a niche story that was born at Fan Properties. I have Samuel Tsepo with me. And why I'm calling it niche, because he hasn't been doing classic real estate in Dubai since he started. Sam, how you doing?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Great. I'm great,
All right.
man. Thank you. So Sam has been with us 8 years. I hired him over a telephone interview.
Yeah.
Right? And then I asked my best friend in South Africa to check him out. Did you have a telephone conversation with him, or you met him?
A very lengthy telephone conversations, and I actually got to know that even a criminal check was done on me.
Oh, okay.
So.
And then in 2-3 weeks you landed, or in how long?
Yeah. So it was the initial call, and then possibly 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks, I was in your office with my bags.
Amazing.
You know, before hotels, before anything, I came to the office actually with my whole luggage. You know.
Great.
Yeah.
It passed very fast, huh?
I mean, how long has it been? 8 years, right?
So yeah. So
9 years.
basically, again, why niche and why he's been doing it differently? Because he took a different route to the vast majority of real estate agents in Dubai. You know, when the crisis or when the downturn hit Dubai real estate market, people switched to residential and to even leasing, just to make sure that there is bread and butter. Sam took a completely different route, and he decided to do commercial offices, which for many people was a suicide at that time, because you know, in downturns you have businesses downsizing or closing down, but still, meanwhile, until they figure out what they do next, they need houses to live in. So residential is more sustainable in that period of time. And I remember when you told me you want to do offices, I was like, I'm not sure. Are you sure you want to do offices?
Is this the right time or not?
So can you tell us about this?
Yeah, I mean, the confidence I had was mainly because of all I had at the time was commercial experience from a previous company, Better Homes. So I actually felt that I'll be more comfortable. Not that it wasn't really easy doing residential, because at the time Executive Towers was fairly booming.
I think you did 2 years at Better Homes before.
Yeah, I did.
And
2
then
years.
you left to South Africa, then
Yes.
we onboarded you.
Yes, that's correct, yeah. And also I looked around and I saw like most of this place where we at, because our first office is in Aspect
Business
Tower.
Bay, yeah.
And the whole entire building was effectively empty. And every time I went up and down the lifts, I'm like, okay, that's vacant, that's vacant. So I saw potential business in that sense. You go outside, you look at all the empty commercial buildings. And with the realization that also everybody.
I'm sorry to interrupt you here. Just, you know, it's amazing. It's something I really, really, truly appreciate. The fact that you said, I saw all these empty offices and I saw an opportunity.
Yeah.
Because for many, when they see empty offices, they probably get even more depressed. Especially at that time, they feel that there's no more business.
True.
You know, they see empty offices, no tenants, no transactions. That means, what am I doing in the real estate? And many people have actually quit. And that's the time you found an opportunity.
Yeah. Again, it wasn't only that, it was also the fact that even with these many empty offices, you don't see a lot of agents talking or even doing commercial at that time. So I took those two factors, the fact that I had experience and the fact that I saw that there is a bunch of inventory that could be exploited, and I just wanted to run with it. And I remember the one thing you said was, be 100% sure, because there's no turning back. Once you say you do something, you'll definitely have to do it until
we don't try. There's no plan B, basically.
There's no plan B.
Plan A must work.
I have to burn my ships at the shore. And I guess, you know, in hindsight, this has been the success of FAM, and that mentality pretty much sort of got instilled in me, and needless to say, we are here today.
I mean, I remember 2011 or 2012, I think, you did a full floor Envision Tower.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
You sold it to a corporate law office.
To a law office, yes.
And I think it was a big deal back then. It was what, 10 million, 15 million dirhams?
Yeah, it was around 10.5 to 11 million. And I remember, I think I hadn't really done anything even above 5 million at the time, right?
And that was you arriving to Fan Properties, what, within 2 years?
It was just about in nine months, actually.
9 months.
I remember how I tracked it back with my next visit home after, you know. So it was 9 months after. It was just early of 2012, if I remember.
So Sam, you've identified the opportunity, but then you've actually headed a team. You started a team that does and focuses only on offices. how did you manage to onboard people?
Yeah, you know, the initial thing wasn't really so much to create a team, and I think we've had a discussion about this. It was me basically adding on people that we collectively wanted to work in commercial real estate. So that was the approach until eventually you had enough team members around you that needed to be guarded and managed. So I assumed the automatic role of being the leader in that sense. But the main intention wasn't really to sort of build a team. So it's a team that organically got formed, if I could call it that.
Sam, one key to your success. Since you arrived to Dubai, I think you didn't even have the money to stay in a hotel for one night.
Well,
I remember that time.
You sponsored a couple of weeks, I think 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I mean, to where you made it today, just tell me, what was the most important key to your success?
All right, the fact that I had to decide what I wanted to focus on. All right, that is just on the mentality side of things, just deciding that this is, you know, the area or the type of product that I want to sell. And then I guess the next thing would basically be, I mean, you've always preached about this. You know, it's about taking instant action. I can even coach you word for word. When you look back, is it done?
It's either done or not done,
Yeah, it's
right?
either done or not done. So I carried that mentality, and even till now, it's one way to gauge yourself if you are really committing to the things you want to do or not. You know, if you leave things half done, and that's how I score my wins or fails in a day, using that same approach. And then of course you can build from it and expand from it in whichever way, depending whatever you do. But those are the basic fundamentals, you know, taking action and taking enough of it.
So Sam, what areas you focus on in Dubai?
All right, we dominate Business Bay, and we do downtown, we do DIFC and JLT.
Okay, and JLT, I think is the JLT and DIFC under different zoning, right?
Yeah,
Because they're free zone and they allow certain activities.
Correct. Yeah. Now that DIFC is entertaining the dual license thing, it's a different animal altogether.
Okay.
JLT is definitely also a free zone.
Okay, so stay tuned with us. This is video part 1. Video part 2 will detail a lot of facts about doing commercial real estate business in Dubai. We'll talk a bit about licensing and the different zonings that we have in Dubai, right?
Right.
Thank you very much.